Hello, this is Greg Allison with Green Greg's Garden and Worm Farm, coming to you on the 30th day of August 2020. Nice, sunny, warm, dry, arid day like we typically are to have in our dry season. Oh wait, it's raining right now. Yeah, rain. What is this stuff? This is our dry season. Maybe it's the remnants of Laura, but I think Laura's passed through. You know, we do have, a lot of us think there's grand solar minimum with going on with cloud nucleation from cosmic rays causing more rain, but that's another topic. I'm here to talk to you today about white oak. See that tree right there? That is a white oak tree. I'm going to get too much moisture on my lens here. We're going to come over here and look at the bark of the white oak tree. And I have to tell you why I'm talking about white oak. As you see, the bark is actually rather whitish. Yeah, the camera's getting rained on here. You see that? A rather whitish bark. Now these got that heavily lobed look to them. Let's zoom in here. See that on the leaves? Heavily lobed look to them. We'll come up to another white oak tree here. I've got a few white oaks here. They're the predominant oak on my place. That one bark is a little bit more of a shaggy nature, but it is white oak. See that? And again, you see the leaves are pretty much the same. Heavily lobed. And my camera lens is getting wet. Unless we're trying to film in the rain. There's my rabbit hutch house, which only has one rabbit in it right now. But so why would I talk about white oak? White oak was a very important tree to our settlers. Now that one is starting to get shaggier on the bark because it gets older it will more and more so. White oak has some very neat principles or characteristics of the wood. I've got some white oak logs, but they're standing up in wood hinge. Some of you may recall my wood hinge project. Let's see if we can get another view of this tree. Maybe I'll scan out. I'll come back here again one day when it's a little sunnier. But the neat thing about white oak is that the wood splits very nicely. The grain sticks together. So if you take this wood, you can split it actually into thin little strips. Or you can make shingles out of it. You can make shingles real nice out of white oak. White oak made really good shingles, and it makes nice long strips. You can strip it in long strips. You can cut it where you can strip it in real long strips and weave baskets out of it. In fact, white oak was the favored wood to use for bushel baskets. I've got an old bushel basket. All the old wooden bushel baskets were weaved from white oak. So white oak is a good basket wood. You can almost make a cordage out of it. It's, of course, it's wood. It's stiff, but it makes for a really good basket maker. I'm going to show you another tree I'm going to talk about later in a little bit more depth. But listen, I'm going to do a lot of videos on things that you need to know in the wild, things that can serve you, things you can use to live by. Maybe one day we'll split up some white oak. I don't know about weaving a basket, but I really don't want to cut the trees I got left. I've already cut a few of them. The ones I got left I want to keep because they also have acorns. We'll do a video on acorns this fall. But I do a lot of videos on things that you can eat from the wild, how you can survive from the wild edibles, wild medicinals, about how you can grow your garden. This was a little herb garden here. It didn't need to be totally out in the sun. Not all herbs need to be. You can see I didn't really plant much in here this year, but I got the wild lettuce. And there was some different things growing in it. And I got a pear tree here. Of course, that more wild lettuce and elderberry over there. Now, I'll cover a lot of things like this. Things that you need to know to survive, thrive, and stay out of the hive, which is a proposition of my channel. But a lot is happening in the world today, so you better keep your eyes wide open and head on a swivel. The world's going crazy. Now, and I'll help try to bring you news about that as it unfolds. So subscribe to my channel and bang that notification bell to find out. I'm going to talk to you about this tree briefly. I'll do a special video on this tree down the road. Now, the reason that our world is going so nuts, you really need to know about it. And I'm going to cover a lot more of that and keep you up with it. We've got elderberry here, got pear there. All the elderberries are gone now from this tree. I had another one back that had a bunch of green ones on it. Maybe there's still a few on it. They seem to be going real fast. Oh, there's a few elderberries. Okay. Now, I'll talk about that. It's in my video on that. Also, hey, check this out. Yeah, I got some potted plants, some flowers. I'll do a lot more videos on these kind of things in the future. What I want you to know now is you need to be saving seed. You need to purchase seed. Get them now. You don't know if you can get them next spring. We don't know if the grid's going down. You need extra seed for yourself and your neighbors in case you have to do sharecropping with your neighbors. So stock up on those seeds and go to Tree Leaf Market. That's the best place for the seed. You can get the heirloom seeds, the kinds you can replant. Once I get rabbit stock back in here, I'll cover rabbits, but I got a couple issues to take care of before I bring rabbits back in here. I got the aquaponics greenhouse. I'm gonna have a lot of videos to cover in the future. But check out the Tree Leaf Market, link below. Also, you need to be storing food. Because again, we don't know what's coming at us. And you know, it's gonna take you a while to get your gardening skills really good. To totally feed you and your family, store as much food as you can for now. You can go to prepwithgreg.com and get a 4-week supply of food, $100 off, which is nearly like for one person, 4 weeks for one person. So you're paying, you know, less than $200. It's crazy, and it's 2,000 calories per day, 3 meals per day. Good food, lasts 25 years. It's easy to carry around. You got it in a bucket, and it's because it's freeze dried. You can carry it around easy. And please avail yourself to that. And prepwithgreg.com. Now, let's talk a little bit about this tree. This is black tupelo, or sweet gum. I've got some other ones I will show you. They're bigger, but I will be doing a video on that because it makes a fruit. It's actually edible. It's native. Yeah, I believe that's one right here too. Yeah, I've got them all over my place. They make a little fruit. I got some big ones. They really fruit up. The leaves turn really red in the fall. But the coolest thing is you can make toothbrushes from them. So when it starts bearing fruit this fall, I will do a video on black gum, excuse me. I don't call it sweet gum, black gum or black tupelo. I'll make you a toothbrush. I'll show you how to do that. But the subject today is white oak. A white oak tree. Go ahead and let you see this bark real nice. There you go. White oak. Now we've had some leaves real close down here. I'll show you some of that more in the future. You know, I kind of cross-pollinate some of the things I share with you. Here's a Rose of Sharon in a pot. Should sell that, right? Got a few of them here. Anyway, there's a lot of stuff here. There's a lot of things that you can use in nature. You just have to know what it is and understand how to go about it, because there's a lot of things in nature that are good for you. It's very healthy, good for nourishment, highly nutritious, highly medicinal. There's also a lot of things that make you sick and kill you. And here is a blackberry bush, which everybody knows you can eat blackberries. What you don't know maybe is that the roots were used as a medicinal by the Cherokee. So, look at my road here. That's some nice little grand solar minimum warming, drying out, right? So, what I'm worried about now is the farmers. With all this rain, with all this moisture, it may get hard for them to get their crops out of the field. There's some more storms brewing in the Atlantic. Looks like they might be headed this way. I don't know how many we can handle without risking some serious crop loss. So let's hope and pray we don't have to deal with that. Let me check out these elderberries, see if any of them up. Looks like they're actually plump and ready to eat. There might be a few up in here. Most of them are dried. You know, you can use the dried berries. Now, as I said, these are toxic. The American ones aren't as toxic as the European ones. So you can actually eat these. The ones that grow here. That one's still a little bit on the green side, I think. But I do like elderberries. Won't hurt you to eat them, really. But everything about that tree except the berry is toxic. And the red elderberries are toxic. You can eat the blue and the black ones in the United States. I think the European ones, the berries themselves are toxic unless you cook them. And probably you're better off if you cook these too. Although it won't hurt you to eat a few like that. I know some people eat a lot of them, but I still, you know, I mean, you're not having some toxicity issues with them. Now, this is an area that will probably wet up here soon. Hopefully things will dry out. I need to get a well put in. All things will dry out enough for to get a well driller back on the back side of my property. In any event, just wanted to share with you a little bit about a white oak. Tell you about it because it's a valuable wood. I'm trying to share some things with you right now because I really just don't know with things coming how much opportunity we're going to have to do things on YouTube down the road. I mean, I could have waited until I had the log cut and split and show you all that. There may not be an internet then. The grid may go down. And you might have missed an opportunity to know and had the knowledge of how you can use white oak. At least now you know it, you've seen it. Hopefully you can remember it. And if the internet goes down here this fall, this winter, it'll be something you know. Oh yeah, Greg showed me this. I need to make some baskets and now I know what I can use. So let's hope that works. I'll get some water off the top of my house. Got a rose of Sharon and a pot here. Probably need to sell some of these, right? A big old rose of Sharon bush here. And that is a crepe myrtle. Let's get you a little water and put them off the plants. That has filled up in just a little bit there. Anyway, yeah, we're getting a lot of rain. That's coming out of my gutter off my roof. So, grand solar minimum. Cloud nucleation from cosmic rays producing clouds reflecting sunlight and rain. Well, if it dries up enough here, I don't need a drought. The garden needs water. Oh, boy, and I'll do it next. Well, maybe I'll show you status on my peas here. In fact, I was going to do a video on this mint growing, but I'll save that for another video. But it is right next to these peas. Look, rattlesnake beans. And then we will terminate this video. Some turmeric plants. Alright, so I got a ragweed. Ragweed. That causes you hay fever. It's not the goldenrod like some people think. This is all in the mint, a nice type mint that gives you a flavor kind of like licorice. There we are. Going up. Licorice. Yeah, absolutely no plant. Don't eat it. Woo! Strong licorice flavor. Alright, even though it's raining, it's dry under my house. These beans are so dry they might die if we don't water them. Anyway, just thought I'd share that with you. Rattlesnake beans are growing. Expect they'll do just fine there. I hope you enjoy the video and everyone have an awesome week next week. Goodbye.